What a complete turnaround Las Vegas Lights FC is having this year. I mean, Jose Bautista has done something incredible with this team because let's face it, in the past, they have not had a lot of success. But before we get into this video, welcome everyone to the USL Insight, where we talk about news happening around the USL Championship. And if you're a fan of the USL, please like this video because it really helps with the algorithm so we can get more USL content out there. Now, the Las Vegas Lights came into the USL Championship back in 2018. Up until that point, they have never qualified for the playoffs in the championship. Because in the span of 7 years to never qualify for the playoffs, I remember there was a time where we thought that Las Vegas Lights was going to fold, was going to be a team that folded, and that's because they just couldn't win. They couldn't perform, and it showed. Now, that isn't to say that the team didn't try, because in its inaugural season, they brought in a head coach named Chelis, who coached in the MLS and Liga MX. Now, that to me is big because if you can convince someone that has had top pedigree coaching, especially in the Liga MX, which is a very tough league, and for you to convince him to come to the USL Championship and coach a brand new team, that to me is very impressive. So he comes into Las Vegas and he promises that he's going to make a team that is very exciting to watch. And you kind of thought it was going to happen because in its inaugural pre-match, they brought in 10,000 fans into the stadium. And so you think, okay, this is going to be good. Something big is going to happen here. Unfortunately, it doesn't pan out. Things were not going good, and he resigns later on. I mean, somebody else that had coached the Las Vegas Lights was Eric Windela, former U.S. men's national team. And same thing, guys. It didn't work out. They never qualified for the playoffs. I think it's important to mention that in its inaugural season, they also brought in Freddie Adu. Freddie Adu was supposed to be the United States men's national team's next Pelé, but it just didn't pan out either. But the fact that they were going for him, I just think they were trying to sell jerseys, but still. And it seems like they were just trying to hope for something big to happen, but it just never came. Now, this past year, Jose Bautista bought the Las Vegas Lights FC, and I had thought they were going to fold. I had thought that because things were not going so well for them, it seemed like no one was going to their games. I thought Las Vegas was going to be another team that folded in the USL Championship. But then comes in Jose Bautista and he buys the club. And you can tell that he's turning things around. He's brought in great coaching, great technical staff, and players. He came out and was investing in players. I think one of the biggest names was Edison Ascona, who was with Inter Miami FC. Now, Inter Miami FC, I think that if you get someone from that team who already has Messi, but they think that you're just as good enough to be in a team with Messi, I think that speaks volume. I think that's a huge plus. And for him to convince him to come to the USL and then to get a permanent transfer, a Dominican Republic national team player. And I think there's connections there because Jose Bautista is also from the Dominican Republic. But still, he brings him in. And to me, that was a huge name because, like I said, it's someone that was with Inter Miami and somebody that they felt was good enough to be in the same team as Messi. Now, the game this past weekend, Las Vegas Lights versus Phoenix Rising, that's a must win for both sides because Phoenix is having their troubles and Las Vegas just wants to solidify their position in the playoff race. And in the 60th minute, there's a goal by Phoenix. And so now Las Vegas Lights has to put on the gas. And guys, it's not until the 95th minute where they get the equalizer and you think, okay, it's going to be a game where it ends in a draw. But then all of a sudden in the 97th minute, Las Vegas scores and they win. Now that is pretty much summarizing how this turnaround has been. Because since 2018, guys, they were a losing team. They were a team that was not successful in the USL Championship. And it wasn't until this year, till the very end, till this turnaround happened. It wasn't until Jose Bautista changed everything, has brought a new life for the Las Vegas Lights. The Las Vegas Lights are in playoff contention. They are in 4th place currently right now. But there's only like 2 points that separates them from getting up to like 2nd place in the Western Conference. So it's very exciting to see what this team can succeed in. It's very exciting to see what is up next for the Las Vegas Lights. I don't want to jinx anybody because it's a tight race. There's teams underneath them as well fighting, but it could very well be that the Las Vegas Lights are going to have their first playoff in history. And I think a lot of credit goes to Jose Bautista, what he has been able to do, what he has been able to accomplish with this team. Now, I'm not sure what his plans are, Jose Bautista's. A part of me also believes that he might want to take this club and go up into the MLS because Las Vegas is attracting a lot of teams from different sports. A lot of teams are going to Las Vegas. You have Formula One also competing in Las Vegas. So it is becoming a top tier professional sports team place. And so why would he not want to go into MLS? Right now, the MLS has said that they don't want any more expansion clubs, but we all know that there's a lot of money in Las Vegas, and money talks. We shall see what happens. But for right now, I'm excited for this club. It's awesome to have to eat my own words, because I thought that this club was going to cease to exist. I thought it was going to cease operations. And what is happening now with Las Vegas, it's just great for the overall league, how a turnaround can happen. But what do you guys think about the future of this team? Will they be able to make the playoffs, or do you see them choking out and keeping the tradition of not making it? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. But yeah, what we have seen with Las Vegas, from them becoming a team that has never been able to go into the playoffs to what they are now, what they're doing now, the upsets that they're doing. Do you guys think that it's sustainable, or is it just a lucky season? And one thing I hope is that they can build up on this. I hope that they can bring more fans into the stadiums. If I'm not mistaken, guys, I think in the past they used to allow mattresses in there. If I'm not mistaken, and that's just a joke of a club. Why would you allow a mattress in there? And I think Jose Bautista got rid of that because I see premium seating on the sidelines. I'm happy to see that he's taking the club more seriously. He's taking it more of this is a soccer place, and we're going to respect the soccer tradition. But what else would you guys like to see him do? What else do you guys think would need to happen for it to continue to grow? This past game made me see a whole new outlook on Las Vegas, and so I had to make a video on this. But with that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all on the next one.